Okay, so I don't know what this is. I'm just trying to get content out for the next couple of weeks. So this is what this is really going to be. Um, I don't know if you saw the description of my last video that came out on Friday, the Fortnite one. Most people don't really read the descriptions, and I don't really have a lot of viewers anyways. But basically, I want to get as much stuff as I can out this summer because obviously there's going to be no school. I'm in between uh, going to university and all that stuff. So I want to get a bunch of stuff out right now before heading off, doing a bunch of stuff. But I'm kind of repeating myself. But basically, I realized I'm going to be out of town for about 2 weeks starting tomorrow at the time that I record this. I'm recording this on the 28th. I'm going on vacation for about a week with some of my friends on the 29th, and then when I get back from that, I'm heading out on vacation with my family immediately after, the day after. So it's kind of difficult to release a bunch of content when, well, you're not home to record anything. So I'm doing a bunch of last minute recording videos to be done. I have a lot of clips that I haven't uploaded on Instagram because I haven't done that in a while, so hopefully I'll have some of that stuff. But obviously I want this YouTube and Twitch to really become the bread and butter of all my content, and I can't really stream if I'm not home, so this is what I'm gonna do. So I guess that's what this is gonna be, just me talking about this game, and also talking about this channel and myself, because surprisingly enough, it's been almost a year since I started this. I know, well, not the YouTube. It's been about a year since I started doing the gaming content sort of thing. I started about last June. It was later in June. I don't remember when. But I didn't really get a lot of people following me, and even still now. I mean, I don't know how to grow, but I mean, a lot of this is really just fun, working on doing other things, and maybe, hopefully, people will start to join along. But it's actually pretty funny that this is the video that I'm talking about all this stuff, and because this is Paladins, the game I'm playing, and this is actually what I was exclusively doing when I started. I was playing Paladins like every day, grinding ranked with my friend Z. He's actually in one of the videos I recorded. He's in a few of my videos in the past and streams and all that stuff, but he is in one of the videos I have recorded to upload during my little time away from home. So it's a little funny. This game's really fun. It's a lot like Overwatch. So I'm playing as Corvus. He's a support character. He actually came out around this time last year. So again, pretty funny. Everything's about a year ago. I died to the victor all right there. That's not fun. But there's not really much for me to describe, I guess. I mean, this game's really fun. I'm certainly a lot better at this than I am at Siege and even Smite, I'd say. I've only played one split of ranked ever in this, so I played like 1.5. I was nearly diamond. I had a lot of breaks, vacation, that sort of thing, burnout. So I don't want to sound like one of those people, but I gotta brag a little bit. Even though it's not really anything to brag about, I understand that, and even ranked itself isn't a crazy thing to get all hyped up about, so I understand that. It really doesn't mean much, especially trying to brag. This is really just all for fun, isn't it? I have a decent game. We do lose this, I will say. Not very fun. If you want to click off now, you can. I don't know who wants to watch a loss unless you just want to listen to my voice. I was going to say beautiful, but I don't really think my voice is very beautiful, now is it? So I guess I can talk about what I wanted to do, like envisioning this sort of thing when I started. I thought about a lot of things, obviously expecting to get bigger than I have in the time that I've done this, but part of that is me always having really high expectations for things, and I also haven't really known how to promote myself. If you look, my first two YouTube videos, the Smite and the Siege one, the first part, those have a lot more views than this stuff because I promoted them on other sites like Reddit and on Instagram and through other friends on Instagram and that sort of thing. So, excuse me. But that was really easy to get a very good amount of viewers in those first couple things. I haven't really done that since because I don't want to be a nuisance to any moderators or admins or whatever you want to say. So I probably should start doing that because that's really the only way I'm going to get any sort of popularity from these people, is if I do start promoting it a little bit better than I have been. So maybe I'll start doing that. I have a lot of things that I really would like to do if I could get a community. Like I said, when I already said how I expected or thought I might get a little bit more from people, or more followers, subscribers, whatever you want to say. I'd have big expectations, and so one of the things I want to do, I don't really think it's a huge thing to hide it, is I'd like to, at some point, get like a community that's interactive and all that stuff enough to, do some sort of like sub-league is what a lot of people like to call it, but I don't really care if people are Twitch subs because that's where the things are. If just a follower or whatever on Instagram or YouTube or whatever. I think it'd be very fun to do that sort of thing, and then obviously myself and then like a friend of mine would be able to commentate along, and we'd be like the casters and set up the matches and that sort of thing, while you guys would be playing. And I don't know how that would work, just off the top of my head. Like I said, I haven't done too much thought in the logistical portion of it. It's more so I think it'd be really fun to do, and I don't have to be the biggest creator out there. I can be relatively small, or have a niche community. Is that how you say that word? I'm not exactly sure, but the point is I don't need to be huge. I'd like to just have a community that I can interact with, and people in there will want to have a fun time and that sort of thing. I think that's what everyone wants, really, but I think it's fair to want that as a content creator. So that's something I'd like to do, is have the ability to do something like that at some point. I do have people actually that I could have someone cast along with myself for. It's just getting the people to play for it and that sort of thing. So that's really my only concern about that. That's something I think would be really fun, but you need a good amount of people to do it, because you can't just have 2 or 3 teams. You need to have let's say 4 to 6 at the minimum. And I have 25 followers on Instagram and at the moment 13 subscribers on YouTube. So that's not gonna be something that I can pull off, especially since I do cover a couple different games. So that's obviously something for the future, not for right now. But I do hope that we can get something like that off, because I think it'd be really fun. I hope you guys like the idea as well. There's not really much else to say about that. There's probably other things I'd like to do with a community. I mean, there's always things. I have a lot of interests in games other than these. It's just knowing if people would like it or not, and things who maybe I'm not as talented or knowledgeable on, that sort of thing. I think if I were to be given a goal in my content, I think I'd want to, have the community that, people can come and maybe they're not exactly sure what they're going to get. Maybe one time you're coming out to a stream and I'm playing one game, and then the next time I'm playing something else. I guess that's variety, streaming, gaming, whatever you want to call it. But we can come out there and we're still gonna have a fun time, even if maybe you don't enjoy it, that sort of thing. I think it's really nice of an idea, and it's a really nice community way to get everybody connected and all that. A lot of interaction with people. Um, I don't know. I grew up pretty much. That feels bad to say because I'm only 18, so I'm pretty young, but I did kind of grow up on the internet. Obviously, I have friends and stuff outside and all that, but excuse me. I'm trying to think of what to say, how to articulate this. But I basically watched a lot of people on YouTube, Let's Plays, streams, whatever, those things. When I was really young, I mean, like, I'm talking 10 years old. I've been on YouTube watching for a long time, and I've wanted to have a YouTube channel for a while, as like a little hobby thing, because it always seemed like a lot of fun. But things have sort of shifted in what I want out of that, and I feel like I'm going completely off topic. I don't know, I'm a little odd. Oh wait, I remember what I was saying now. I was saying one of the people who I really liked watching is Etika. I don't know if you guys know who he is, or maybe you know the name for the unfortunate reasons, not for what he was great about. I watched him. I was way too young to be watching him. I was in like 5th grade when I was watching him. And, so I've been somebody who liked his content, a lot of being with his viewers and making them have a good community and that sort of thing. I don't think I have the energy, or at least I do probably have energy that could get close to whatever Etika had. That's a tall task to say, so I'm most likely overshooting myself. I just don't want to sell myself short. I guess what I'm trying to say is I do think I have energy to be streaming and all that stuff. My only issue is, of course, at the moment I am, not living by myself, so that is something that, of course, will be worked out in the future. Or even if I just have, a couple people or whatever, it's like, oh, well, we're fine with hearing you be a little bit nonsensical or whatever, being a little passionate with whatever you're doing. That's fine. As it stands now, I can't really do that too much. I think even now the people here will hear me, my family. And I'll probably get some jokes made about me for recording in this room in my house, doing this thing, because it doesn't really seem to be working out. But it's something I'd like to pursue anyways, because, the people who were the best at whatever they do didn't have smooth sailing all the way. I hope you didn't hear that thunder. There's a storm that's supposed to be coming. So it's a good thing I'm going to be out on vacation. I guess this is going to be what I come out with first. Probably not on Saturday, the 29th. It'll probably be into the week of me on vacation. But I'm definitely going to try and get a couple things out. I might do a stream. I don't know why I'm speaking all this stuff out loud, because obviously you'll know what happened by the time that you see this. So I guess I can use this to plug my Twitch at twitch.tv/marojohn03. That's MAROJOHN 03. Obviously the same as this YouTube channel. So that if you missed a potential stream the night that I'm recording this, well, you'll be there whenever I start to stream when I return home. Stuff happens. What else is there to talk about? I mean, I have a lot of time to do the content that I want to try and do this summer. Obviously, like I said, I'm going off to college in a couple months, where content will probably slow down for a little bit, but that is something that will come up whenever it comes up. As it stands now, I mean, I don't really do much during the days. I talk to people, sometimes hang out with them, go to the gym. That's about it. So, you know, that's not really giving me an excuse to not do anything. I have a lot of time to play games and that sort of thing. It's just, do I want to do it and have it be for you guys, or have it be for just myself? And I think it's probably better to start transitioning a little bit more towards having it for you guys, at least a little bit more, because I would like to grow this a little bit. I think it's a good idea, a lot of fun to do, so why not? I guess that's all I have to say about the state of this channel. So I hope you've enjoyed this gameplay. There's still about a minute and a half left, so take that with a grain of salt. If you hated this but you really wanted to listen to me, I guess you can click off now. I'm not going to be offended by it. I'm not gonna, you know, whatever. If you don't want to listen to my voice, you don't have to. But you know, that's pretty much it. We lost this game. Like I said, they just had their Ying and Pip were doing a bunch of healing. Compared to me, they both had over 100,000, and I was just barely over by myself as the singular support. But I did have a pretty nice game statistically on like the kills and death and assist side of things. I say that as I die. Only the best. So, you know, Paladins is a very fun game. I've said I wanted to do some more of this, and I started getting back into it a lot more. Maybe not in the ranked side of things, but I don't need to play ranked to create content for something. I can play ranked. Or, I'm sorry, I can play the game without needing to flex some sort of rank for content or whatever, because I would enjoy just being myself and not having to worry about meta or whatever. So I think I know what I'm gonna do for my next Smite video, but that is the scoreboard. So I hope you guys, hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys later.